My wife, Olivia, had always been ambitious, sharp, charming, and relentless in her pursuit of success. When she landed a high-profile position at a luxury real estate firm, I was proud of her. We'd been married for 6 years, and though her schedule grew heavier and her tone colder, I told myself it was just stress. But over time, the gap between us widened. She started attending exclusive dinners, parties, and networking events, always saying, "It's business, Ethan. You wouldn't understand." I never argued. I trusted her. That trust cracked one night when she came home from a corporate gala, still laughing into her phone. I caught the words, "He's harmless, not exactly someone who fits in with my circle." When she noticed me, her smile vanished. "Work call," she muttered. I nodded, pretending I hadn't heard. But something inside me shifted. 2 weeks later, her firm announced a major event, a weekend conference for elite clients and investors at a 5-star hotel. I offered to go with her, thinking maybe I could support her for once, blend into her world. Her response hit me like a slap. She chuckled and said, "You think you deserve to meet my rich partners? They deal with billionaires, Ethan, not whatever it is you do." The room fell silent after that. She realized what she'd said, but pride stopped her from apologizing. "You know what I mean," she added dismissively, grabbing her bag. I smiled faintly. "Yeah, Olivia, I know exactly what you mean." That night, she went to bed early, but I didn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling for hours, replaying her words. I wasn't poor. I managed a modest construction business my late father started, building homes for small families. We weren't rich, but we were steady. I never flaunted money, but I had savings, a lot more than Olivia ever knew. You see, my father had left me not just a business, but ownership stakes in several properties across the city. I'd kept quiet about it because I never wanted wealth to define our relationship. But now, I realized it was time she learned who she'd been belittling. The weekend of her event came, and Olivia left in a rush, barely saying goodbye. "Don't wait up," she called over her shoulder. I didn't. Instead, I made a few calls, to one of the investors she was meeting. A man named Charles Hammond, who happened to be one of my company's clients. We'd built several of his private villas. Charles was thrilled when I mentioned I'd be stopping by the same conference. "Ah, so you're Olivia's husband. I didn't know that. You must join us. She'll be delighted." I smiled. "Oh, I'm sure she will." When I arrived at the Grand Hotel ballroom that evening, Olivia was laughing with a group of sharply dressed people. Her red dress sparkled under the chandelier. She looked radiant, confident, until she saw me. Her smile froze. "Ethan, what are you doing here?" she whispered, gripping my arm. "Charles invited me," I said casually. Her eyes widened. Before she could respond, Charles spotted me and came over. "Ethan, my friend. Everyone, this is the man behind those beautiful villas in the North District. Brilliant work." Gasps of recognition rippled through the group. One of the investors turned to Olivia. "Wait, this is your husband? You never said he's the Ethan Parker. We've been trying to partner with his firm." Olivia's face drained of color. Her mouth opened slightly, but no words came out. I extended a polite smile. "My wife doesn't talk much about work at home. Keeps things professional." The group laughed, impressed by my modesty. But Olivia stood silent, the flush creeping up her neck. Charles raised his glass. "To Ethan, a man of quiet power. We need more like him in this industry." I thanked him, clinking glasses, then turned to Olivia. "So," I said softly, "do I deserve to meet your partners now?" She looked down, ashamed. The rest of the night, she tried to act normal, but her confidence was gone. Every compliment I received chipped away at her arrogance. When we got home, she finally spoke. "Ethan, I didn't know." "You didn't care to," I replied. "You were too busy chasing status to see what was already beside you." Tears welled in her eyes. "I'm sorry. I was stupid." I sighed. "Maybe. But the problem isn't what you said, it's what you believed." She reached for my hand, but I stepped back. "I think you need to figure out what you actually value, Olivia. Because it's not money that makes someone worthy, it's respect." For weeks, she tried to mend things, but something in me had shifted permanently. I still loved her once, but love without respect is hollow. Eventually, she realized it too. She quit her firm, said she wanted to start over, but by then, I'd already decided to move on. Years later, I ran into one of her old colleagues at a conference. He told me Olivia had started a small consultancy helping young entrepreneurs, teaching them humility in leadership. He said she often spoke about the husband who taught her what real worth looks like. Maybe that was her lesson. As for me, I didn't need revenge. The moment she saw who I truly was, I had already won.